My name is Prasad Muddam. I'm co-founder of HEMAC Healthcare Private Limited. We have one Infosys Aarohan for our product nLite360. It's world's first intelligent phototherapy system, which precisely cures jaundice at low reserve settings. Because our company policy is zero separation policy, so we design every product, whatever product that are being used and that are in pipeline. So most of them are around the concept of zero separation between mother and child. So anything we do everything in and around that concept. So that's the reason why all the phototherapy machines in the market are like a lamps, overhead lamps. Only our machine is a compact one which can be kept at a mother side. So because we don't want to separate them and then treat. Even most of the therapies that today people are using, most of it, mostly like more than 50%, they give a blue light which is in a different spectrum, which is not very effective, and basically you should have at least 30 microwatt per nanometer square. So most of them are outdated or they don't give that intensity. So baby get the light but it is not adequate. So baby recovery rate become very slow. So by the time the blood, the bilirubin blood goes into the brain and it damages. So the only problem in this whole thing is you cannot see it immediately, so you cannot see that effects immediately. Ours is a compact, it can go to home and it all fits into a small bag. You can take it home, you can wrap it in a baby wrap, and you can do a breastfeeding, kangaroo mother care. You don't need to stop the therapy. So that's our unique points where when we started a concept, that's where we started. That allows them, basically other machines cannot go home except ours. That's the beauty of it. And with that accuracy and with that intensity and all, so many factors are there which help our machine to go to the home and still do better than hospital. Initially, I was doing a product design for the medical companies, and then I was doing some other work, not in the medical field. Then I got my son, and so I have witnessed the whole thing firsthand. So fortunately, my son was put under the machine which I worked in earlier. I worked earlier on the same machine 5 years earlier than he born, and so the same machine was there in that hospital, and so I felt very happy seeing my son got treated with the machine which I worked along with my friend in that company. And but unfortunately, because of having the high jaundice, and the one machine could not able to solve the problem, so they had to pull multiple machines together to treat my son. Most of the places, normally delivery happens at one place, and if the baby has a severe conditions, then they have to move to a pediatric hospital. Not every delivery happens in a pediatric hospital. I had to get the breast milk, I had to take care of my wife, and I had to go back to my son and feed him. The jaundice is going up and down, and so since I know the numbers, I have little knowledge about jaundice and the machines, and so I know what's happening to him, and I was literally scared. It was a very stressful for me also, along with the other things. So that was the basically triggering point, and fortunately, since I know how to make these machines, and then that's the main reason why this nLite360 never looks anything like whatever there in the market. We didn't expect that we would win that much money. At least our team, we just thought we might get some 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. That was we thought. And the money part also helped us a lot in making our product much more better, much more smarter. And then we invested in molds and all. So we were able to bring down our product cost to 50% before Aarohan and after Aarohan. We were able to go to more places, and we were able to come up with a subscription model instead of buying the machine. And we were able to distribute to a lot of parents who are not able to afford treatment at hospital. And right now we are in 6 metro cities where parents can opt this machine to their home, and they can do the therapy and everything at 1/10 of the cost that would cost in hospital. The money that we have got from Aarohan, we were able to scale up our manufacturing, we were able to invest in molds, and we were able to reduce the cost. By reducing the cost, we were able to sell it to a lot more customer and reach a lot more babies, and the number of babies got treated after Aarohan award almost increased 10 times as compared to what we were doing. We were able to fund our clinical validation, and we could able to test our latest version on more than 100 babies, and we could able to afford the clinical trials. And from the results from the trials, the results have been very good, and our machine is 3x faster than any other machine in the market. We were able, that was only a practical, that was only a theoretical number. But after we won Aarohan, some portion of the money we spent on clinical validation, and that validation report says that our machine is far better than multinational company machine. We started our journey with our product nLite360 in 2018, and then we bootstrapped, and so we have got a couple of government grants, and we started working on our proto, and then did our initial working model and MVP. And then after that, we presented that at Aarohan, and then we have got Aarohan award. So primarily, biggest thing what we could do is, because we have done a clinical validation and we have very much better data where we can improvise our algorithm. Earlier, we had a theoretical algorithm from Botany nomogram, but from our practical data that we have received from the trials, so that again we used and synthesized, and we could able to come up with a new algorithm which is much more faster and quicker treatment algorithm. So that foundation has come from these trials, and these trials we could able to do from that money. Our machine improved a lot as comparatively earlier because of the real data we have right now, and how the jaundice is moving, and with respect our machine intensity, surface area, and all the parameters, and how babies are responding, and then what else we could do. And by using latest AI models, so we could able to come up with a new algorithm and implement across our machines. So that's one of the biggest thing we could able to do with it. Several doors have been opened after Aarohan. The biggest difference is the amount of coverage we have got, and from the Aarohan award, a lot of doctors, whoever we met earlier, they started recognizing us, and there are a lot of doors open for hospitals, and some investors approached us to invest in our company, and we were able to talk to some government hospitals as well through this, and people used to recognize us. Approximately, it's more than 10,000 babies so far have been treated with our machines. We have even deployed in some of the tribal hamlets and some mountains also near Telangana. So approximately so far we have done more than 100 plus hospitals. So if we calculate, it will be more than 10,000 babies might have been treated with our device. There are several stories, and particularly there was one mother gives the feedback, and she holds the baby and gives the feedback. That was very touchy. A lot of people says our product recovery rate is much faster than what they had experienced in hospital. So there are so many hospitals where our machine is not there, but once they come back from the hospital, sometimes jaundice rebound. So that time they opt for our home service. So we would go there, we train them. We give a basic training, and then we support them through their whole process at their home. In our country, using this kind of service at home is very difficult, and convincing parents and all. So there are a lot of taboos and other things. They don't do these things. They're thinking and they're considering our device, and nLite is helping them a lot. And most of the people feel the bilirubin drop rate is very much faster than hospitals. Recently, we had one parents who are outskirts of Hyderabad near Nalgonda. The parent is a doctor, and not a pediatrician, but a general doctor. And they had twins. One baby they kept in hospital. Another baby, because it's like very expensive, they couldn't able to afford. So another baby they opted our machine. So one baby was treated at that hospital, and another baby, since they both are twins, so another baby got treated at their home. This baby recovered much faster than the baby in the hospital. Doctors are highly recommending this product, and they're only suggesting them to go and use at home. Most of the doctors are suggesting that. So that's also a good sign. At the time we entered to Aarohan, we were almost losing hope, because normally what happens is there is a stage for Indian startups. So if your startup is up in and around 2-3 years, probably you get some traction, you get some funding and all. As you grow to 4th year and 5th year, and what happens is normally medical regulation and all, it takes a lot of time to get approvals. And another thing is we lost 1 year in between Corona also, but world moved ahead. We were around 5 years old company, and so we were losing hope where to go and with the future. We didn't expect we get Aarohan. Aarohan gave me a lot of impact, particularly personally. It gave me a lot of boost our confidence, and it made me believe that still people care for a genuine product or a genuine concept, or there is a lot of hope, hope to encourage these kind of products and push it in the market. It gave us a lot of hope, and it proves that still there are people who are willing to invest in this kind of a grassroots innovations, which has a larger impact than one could imagine. So, focus on the real life impact problems, and one have to stay committed to solving that problem. And Aarohan could be a very good launch pad to scale your complete business to a next level. And so if you want to take your solution globally and nationally, this could be a best platform to start with. Focus on a real world problem, and be committed to that problem, and don't stop whatever problems comes in between, and don't lose hope. And Aarohan is hope.